Greetings everyone, welcome to another simple review. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Batman set from my collection. This is 76118 Mr. Freeze Batcycle Battle. It is kind of a special set. It's an 80th anniversary set, I believe. And it came out in 2019. It costs 20 bucks and it comes with 200 pieces, 3 minifigs, and it is great. So, before I take a look at the builds, I'll push them aside for just a minute, and we'll take a look at the minifigs, which are great. So, let me just put them, or push them over here. Hold on. Mr. Freeze keeps falling over. He's kind of top heavy, but we get 3 minifigs. They're all great. We do get Batman, of course. We get Robin, Damian Wayne, and we get Mr. Freeze, who was a classic villain. Let's see, we'll start with Batman. He is just the standard Batman, I guess, the 2019, 2020, 2021 version. He does have an interesting accessory, which is a grapple gun, I think. And you press it and it goes flying. I'm not going to do that because it's, going to just leap off the screen. But he does have a batarang as well. No leg printing, which is fine. He does have the great Batman printing. It is crisp and nice to see shine. It is the Rebirth Batman, so the more recent version of the Dark Knight. And he does have a cape, the spongy, or the flexible cape. Back printing is nice, and he does have 2 faces, as I knock over Robin and Mr. Freeze. Hold on. He does have 2 faces, and the short-eared cowl. The printing on here, on this one, isn't as good, but he does have the stern Batman look, the regular Batman face, and then he does have the smirk. So that's something. I mean, Batman doesn't really smile, but okay, that's a thing. You can see his eyes there. Really cool figure. And yeah, needed for a Batman set, obviously. Next we get Robin, who is infinitely more interesting because he is a new version, or a newer version. He does have tiny legs because he's a kid. He's about 11, 10 here. And this is Damian Wayne, so the more violent Robin. He does have a katana, which is nice. And he has a cape, which is a great new design. The torso is really excellent, showing the R logo with all these different pouches and equipment. He does have back printing, which is pretty simple but effective. And his cape is awesome, showing the different spikies on the back. If Batman will just stand up. Okay, there we go. And his hair is great. He does have 2 faces. One of them here is the angry look, the battle face. With the green mask. If you take off his hair, he does have the alternate, which is happier. So it's a smirk. That's nice. And when he's not angry all the time, he smiles. That's great. And Robin's nice. He was exclusive to the set, but he also comes in the mobile, no, not that one, the Batcave, the newer one. And lastly, we get Mr. Freeze, who is my favorite of the set, and he is so cool. He does have this big old gun, this ice blaster, which is nice. And it's connected to his back, which has the ice canisters, which is really nice pieces, really great. I'm not going to show his back printing. I will show that in the Minifig Monday. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for that. He does have printing. If I can take his gun out of his hand for just a minute. He is actually mostly in gunmetal gray. So it's like the shinier gray. He does have the printing, which is very detailed with his ice equipment suit, which is super cool. His, the different controls and temperature meters and stuff, really cool. And the best part of him is his face, which is hidden by this dome, which is actually the Mysterio dome piece, which is really cool, fishbowl kind of piece. Which is really, really nice. And he does have a face which is pretty evil looking. It's got his like white skin with the goggles, red goggles. He does not have an alternate face, but he has alternate head printing showing the strap of the goggles. So, that is Mr. Freeze. One excellent figure. He also appears in another set, the mobile bat base. So if you want to get him there, you can, but he doesn't have all this equipment. So if you want him with the equipment, you got to get this set. So those are the minifigs. Let's move them aside for a little bit so we can take a look at the builds. We'll take a look at this thing, whatever this thing is called, the Freeze Mobile. This is something, it's interesting, at least. It's a new vehicle design. It's pretty small, especially compared to the Batcycle, but it's pretty nice. It's got some great details. These pieces are cool, these like, I don't know, these circular vents. It does have one sticker. It shows the controls, if you can see that there. So you can zoom in a little bit so you can see that. It's a pretty cool sticker. And if Mr. Freeze wants to go on here, you just take his legs and put them on those two studs. And it's pretty cool. It is kind of feels like filler, but it's at least interesting enough to be a good build. And it's almost like a little scooter thing, which is cool. You could call it a snow scooter as well. But yeah, it's not really much, you know, compared with the Batcycle, which is the more substantial thing you build. But it's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's nice. But the best thing of this set is the Batcycle, which this thing looks so cool. This is kind of a Tumblr ripoff from the Dark Knight trilogy. It looks kind of like that, but it's not meant to be, of course. The best part about this is that it is almost like a car. It's almost like a tank. It's not really it's hard to explain. We do have two seats, so if I take Batman and Robin, put them in their seats, kind of, if they want to, you know, participate. That's what they look like when they're, like, in the Batcycle. But what gives it its name is kind of interesting. It does have some stickers, and I apologize for the dust. But we do have a sticker here which shows detail, mechanical detail. There is a stud shooter which launches a grenade, which is really cool. We have some guns on the sides, which can come off if you want them to, but they're mostly meant for weaponry. There is a sword right here, which is nice, one of Robin's swords. Another sticker showing some more detail. We do have two printed control panels, which is nice, and another printed piece right here in the middle to represent the different control options. On this side, we have a Batarang, another sticker, the same kind of, you know, design, and it's pretty good. Another gun, and the two best stickers, in my opinion, are these. The two Batman logos with some more mechanical details. I tried to put those as, you know, straight as I could, and really nice. We also have some windshields here, some sharp edges here, and we do have some bat wings on the back, which is nice. The chairs look nice. The yellow side here is for Robin, and the red side is for the Batman. Let's see. There is a clip right here, so you can put this, the grapple gun, you can clip that right there if you wanted to. And that's really it for detail, other than the bottom, which looks pretty good. What's really cool is that there's two like small tires on the front, and then there's two larger tires on the back, which is pretty cool. But the best part about this build is the fact that it can split apart. So check this out. Look at that. Look, that is so cool. They only show that on the back of the box. But when you split this apart, now it becomes the Batcycles, because now it's two motorcycles. It looks like it's just one big thing, but actually it can split apart, which is brilliant. And let me get Batman and Robin. Let me put them in here if they want to go in here. Okay, there we go. So Batman stands up, which is a little awkward on his, but Robin, he also stands up. but it's less awkward because he's tiny. So that works. It can zoom around, vroom. The only problem is with Batman's, you can see the blue pin, which is pretty awkward, and the red pin, which is less awkward, but still awkward. And it's a little lame, but you can actually just leave this part off if you wanted to, but it does have the stud shooter as weapons, so maybe it's essential. And the build of this is very interesting. You might notice that this here doesn't really connect to this wheel. It's only connected on this side, so that's really interesting. And this, now they can battle Mr. Freeze together, who has the scooter, so it's going to be a little hard to... Actually, it won't be hard at all to battle him, but it's a battle nonetheless. And this is a wonderful build. I love the Batcycle now. It's definitely my favorite version that they've done, although there are some really good versions that they have done of the Batcycle previously. This is definitely the most different Batcycle that they've done. And it can be put back together, just like that. And it just splits apart with just the one Technic pin. And it connects right here, right there. So, that's really the set. Let me get the grappling hook. Gonna try to get it. It's a little fiddly. There we go. Let me put this back in Batman's hand so we can end this with my final thoughts, which I think this set is absolutely awesome. Especially, for Batman fans. If you want a different take on the Batcycle, this is definitely the way to go. If you want a Mr. Freeze, this is the way to go. If you want a Robin, this is definitely the cheapest way to get him right now. Although, unfortunately, because this is a 2019 set, this is most likely retired. So, good luck finding it. But if you can somehow get it, I would totally recommend it. It's a small enough set, but it has enough to it that you can display it, and it won't look too bad. And the minifigures are all, well, they were exclusive. Mr. Freeze comes in that, what is it, the Bat base, and then Robin comes in the Bat cave, so, a little less value. But the Batcycle itself is a awesome build, really cool techniques, and really awesome splitting apart feature. I can't get enough of that. This scooter is, a thing. So, yeah, if you want a Batman, this is great too. But I just love it. I totally recommend it. It's just a great set, in my opinion. And that's really all I have to say. I give it 10 out of 10. It's just a wonderful little set. I don't have anything bad to say. But what do you think? Do you have this one? Do you want it? Let me know. And I thank you very much for watching this. If you liked it, great. More Batman reviews coming, hopefully. But I will see you then. I also have a Batman mock that I need to show. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you for the next review. Take care, and I will see you next time. And yeah, take care. Have a great rest of your day.